Alright guys, so we have another Modern Warfare multiplayer leaked information video here. This is pretty much part 3 of all of these different leaks for this game, especially the multiplayer. I'm going to leave a link down below to my 2 other videos where I talked about the multiplayer maps, the night vision abilities, the kill streaks, the weapons, and a lot of different stuff for this game, a lot of different features that we already talked about. In this video here, I want to go through a bunch of the different perks. So the normal perks for the classes, obviously, the 3 perk slots that you get, the weapon specific perks that are in this game, and also a bunch of different rechargeable skills. So a lot of cool stuff to go through within this video, a lot of stuff with customizing your actual loadout, which they're really putting emphasis on within this game. So that's gonna be pretty cool to see. This is again coming from the Gaming Revolution. His source at Infinity Ward has been giving him pretty much every bit of information you can possibly think of for this game, for the multiplayer, and for all other parts of Call of Duty. And we're gonna be going through this here. Let's start off here with the base perks for this game. These are leaks, so things may change, and we are a bit early, so we might see stuff slightly altered, but for the most part, I think majority of these perks here will actually be within the game as described right now. So we have munitions, secondary as a primary, you guys know that. We have high alert, yellow signal will flash when enemies are in your sight. We have tune-up, carry an extra lethal. We have restock, lethal and tac, recharge over time. We have double time, triples the duration of super sprint within the game. We have spotter, highlights enemies, lethals, C4s, and their kill streaks. We have battle hardened, reduces effects of flashbangs and stuns. We have heavy metal, you can earn kill streaks with kill streaks. So pretty much if you call in a chopper gunner and that chopper gunner gets kills, that will count towards your kill streaks. So very interesting there. Scavenger, you guys know that. We have shrapnel, explosive lethals to increase time enemies regen their health. So when you blow up an enemy with a C4 and they're almost about to die, it's going to take them a lot longer to regen that health. So that's very interesting as well. We have cold-blooded, immune from UAV and AI targeting systems. We have ghosts as well, which is, obviously usually similar to cold-blooded, but apparently it's a slightly different within this game, but we don't have information on it, so we'll see what happens with ghosts. Usually that's more with UAV and cold-blooded is with the kill streaks, but again, we'll have to see what's going on there. We have EOD, reduces explosive damage. We have Hunter, allows you to see a trail of enemy footprints. Bounty Hunter, which is a bit interesting. A bunch of people talking about this on Reddit. So Bounty Hunter, pretty much, if an enemy is on a kill streak, they'll have a bounty on their head. Killing this person will give you the points that they have towards your kill streak. So if you kill someone on a 5 kill streak, you'll get 5 points towards your next kill streak. And people were saying, that's sort of not really cool. First of all, it highlights the good players. Also, it's sort of a noob-friendly way to, easily get kills and get those, high kill streaks without actually having to work for it. Because sometimes, again, you could be on a 24 kill streak and someone could just shoot you from behind, and it's not really a kill that you're getting that's actually decent because you're just being shot from behind or you're being shot by a camper or something, and then that guy gets 24 kills on their score and they're almost at a nuke or something, you know what I mean? So that seems a bit weird, so hopefully maybe they'll change that around. Let me know what you guys think about that. Last perk here we have is Warhead, increases rocket launcher reload speed. So these are the perks we have leaked so far. It seems like a bit of a lacking list, but there are a lot of perks. Some of the other perks that we usually see within Call of Duty games are actually transferred over to the weapon-specific perks. So now I'm going to go through perks that are specific for the weapons within the game, and some weapons have them, some weapons do not have them, but you're going to see as I go through them, a lot of them are actually very similar to perks that we've just seen in past COD. So this one here, we have Infinite Breath. Most of those, weapon-specific perks for Infinite Breath are going to be obviously on snipers where you would need that and you need to aim in for a long period of time. We have Skulker, increases crouch movement speed. We have Sleight of Hand, which is usually a perk, but now it's a weapon-specific perk, and that obviously increases their reload speed. We have Supersonic, dazes enemies with bullets that fly near their head, disorienting them. We have Mo Money. We have, I guess pretty much you kill people and then you get more XP with headshots, or you get more of their sort of in-game currency, whatever that might be within the game. We're not so sure yet, but pretty much most likely going to be XP there. We have Bayonet. It's a knife, obviously a bayonet added to the end of your weapon. We have Ricochet. Bullets bounce off of terrain. I don't really know. I guess they bounce off the terrain and then they damage players, because the bullets just bouncing off the terrain and not doing anything, obviously not really that good. So I'm guessing it damages other enemies that are in the way. We have a sensor here. Enemies show up on the mini map. We have glacier. Enemies slow down when they're actually shot. We have shrapnel shots. Health gen is delayed, or health regen is delayed by these enemies. So when you're shooting them, they just, it takes longer for them to actually regen their health. We have FMJ, which we know, again, it's just an attachment, but now it's a weapon-specific perk. Increased bullet damage and penetration. And now let's go through the rechargeable skills. So these are slightly different as well. I obviously think these leaks here, it's not everything that we're seeing within the game. I mean, the stuff that I'm reading to you guys most likely will be within the game, but there's going to be a lot more added to this. So let's go through the rechargeable skills here. We have field orders / upgrades. That's pretty much the name of that right now within the game. They'll probably have a different name very soon. And pretty much these sort of will work like specialists, but not entirely. So they recharge throughout the game, but they're obviously different from specialists. So we have a deployable shield. We have a supply box where you can equip your weapon with high caliber rounds. Trophy system, tac insert, dead silence, or I guess it's called deadly silence here. Quick movement speed, and you can also hear better temporarily. So again, this is all temporarily here, because these are things that recharge and throughout the different points of the game. We have an EMP plane, flies around, destroys different kill streaks. Riot shield as a primary, pretty cool there. And that's pretty much it for this list here of different rechargeable skills within the game. A bunch of stuff. They recharge over time, like I said, like specialists. And, we'll see how exactly that's balanced. And apparently there's going to be a perk that actually increases the time in which it takes for you to get those different rechargeable skills. And obviously they're going to add more, because the bunch of the rechargeable skills I just went through, like a lot of them, more than half of them, we've seen before in some point. So a lot of you guys may think they're just jumbling around different stuff, and it looks like here like an attachment is a perk, and this perk is now a skill, and this perk is now also a weapon specific perk. So they're just changing stuff around, but I think they're putting them into separate categories to actually be able to expand upon them with their new ideas and their new weapon specific perks and skills and different normal perks, and they're gonna be able to expand upon it a lot more if they separate all the normal perks, because then you just have a million different perks and it'd all just be too much. But having them separated into these different categories that are specific to this and specific to your class, it's definitely gonna be pretty cool to see. So let's go through here some equipment and lethals and tacticals and stuff like that. So we have a frag, semtex, C4, claymore, proxy mine, molotov, and throwing knife. And then we also have flash, smoke, stim shot like from Black Ops 4, but instead stim shot is gonna speed up your auto regen of your health within the game. We have snapshot, which outlines enemies in a radius. Heartbeat sensor, which pings enemies around you. We have decoy grenade, gas grenades, and again, there's probably going to be a lot more coming to this game as well. So pretty much here, a lot of cool stuff coming to this multiplayer. We went through a bunch of the different perks, field order upgrades, at least that's what they're called in the code, or I guess rechargeable skills for now, and obviously the weapon specific perks. It's going to be pretty cool to see how this game actually works and what they add to make it a really cool game. I think as of now, multiplayer is looking pretty solid based off of all the leaks we have seen so far. It's looking pretty cool. I think what I want for this Call of Duty at least is for them to go for a Call of Duty that is, sort of Call of Duty at its core, but changing enough to where it's interesting and unique. And I think them, at least, it's a small thing, but them, making these new categories for normal perks, rechargeable skills, and different weapon specific perks, and probably they'll split it up even more. I think them doing that is a good start for them in the right direction to, add some different new variety to this game, make this game a bit more interesting. It's not just the same game over and over again where you pick your perk in perk slot 1, 2, 3, maybe add an extra perk, and that's it. And then you just, pick everything the same. Them adding this variety, them being able to add these different weapon specific perks will make the game a bit more interesting. It won't change it too much. It won't be this drastic change. It'll still be Call of Duty at its core, but it'll be enough of a change for us to be satisfied and sort of interested in wondering, like, what is going to happen here? How can I change this to make my class setup different? And then maybe, obviously, if the DLC is going to be free, might as well start adding DLC DLC for all different parts of this game just to keep the game fresh and interesting. So I would even say, and I'm going to make a video, separate video on this, adding DLC to different specific parts of the game, adding, you know, an attachment DLC, like new attachment within the game, new, you know, sort of rechargeable skill within the game, new just, you know, reticle in the game. Obviously, the blackout, the shop with their, not the blackout shop, I don't even know what it's called, a black market within Black Ops 4. I don't even play the game. I don't even know what it's called. You know, they sold the reticle there for however much, like 200 COD points. That's crazy. Now, obviously, I don't think they should do that. And if the DLC is going to be free, I wouldn't want them charging for anything. But having new attachments, new ways to customize your weapons within the game, it would be a pretty cool thing to have, and it would be pretty different. So I don't know, hopefully they actually get started with that. Hopefully we see that very soon within the game. But as of now, just looking at the leaks here, looks like a fairly solid game. We do need a lot more stuff. Like I said, I feel like this video especially, a lot of the stuff that I did read, we've seen before to some extent, but there's a couple new stuff, and hopefully we do get some even more new stuff very soon. Once we get the beta, we can really see what's going on within this game. So as of now, I'm fine. I still want gameplay, but I think for now we're getting a lot of information, and it's looking like a pretty solid game. So let me know what you guys think about this. Leave a comment below if you did enjoy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.